the last thing I forgot to mention that I wanted to talk about was the Israeli airstrikes in Gaza, because that happened to be the TikTok that I made that got the most views that people were most interested in. Largely because there were children who were hit, and I was recapping the amount of children that Israel has killed with their occupation the past few years. And can you talk about Palestine right now? Yes. Today, Israeli occupation forces carried out yet another extrajudicial execution in Gaza, killing 8 people, including a 5-year-old girl. And this is from Alex, or Not Southern Marxist, who is an editor at Midwestern Marx who follows Palestine very closely. This Israeli raid was carried out within a residential building where these people were living, because this is an apartheid and an occupation where they're trying to force Palestinians out of their home and colonize an entire landmass. That's always been what the Israeli occupation has been about. And this makes me sick. It reminds me of the Israeli bombing which killed 12 children who were receiving trauma care in their homes, meaning they were being treated for trauma from the last Israeli raid when they were killed by yet another Israeli raid. And this is what the kids look like. It's literally making me want to cry. This is sick. If you're an American, your tax dollars are being used to kill children like this every freaking day. Just showing people that, and then seeing, the comments. Anytime you talk about Palestine, usually I don't even read the comments just because I know what it's going to be. There are people, the Zionists will literally justify anything. But I was going in those comments because they were exposing themselves, saying, Palestine attacked first. These were justified. It's literally 5-year-old children. Like, you're telling me these 5-year-old children were attacking the Israeli apartheid state, which gets $3 billion a year from the U.S. government, along with a bunch of weapons contracts that make a whole bunch of money for the weapons contracting companies here in the U.S. Like, give me a break. This is about the recent attacks by Israel on Palestinian people in Gaza. Palestine attacked first, so it's self-defense. Stop being so dramatic. Oh yeah, Palestine attacked first? These are some of the people who were killed by the recent Israeli raids. These are children. You expect us to believe you were under attack by these children, honestly. This is one of the sickest things I've ever seen. Every day the imperialists get exposed more and more for the clowns they are. So, yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to hit on.
I think it's interesting how they'll always put something in a context where they sort of slice a bit of time out and don't regard anything else. Like, the Palestinians attacked first. Even if that were true and these children were somehow attacking them, right? Why? Why are they attacking? Because you invaded their home and stole it from them. So you kind of attacked first. You can't just punch someone in the face and then when they punch you back, go, why did you punch me? You punched me first. We have to start where you punched me. You can't do that.
Yeah, one of our comrades on Twitter who focuses on the Palestinian struggle a lot made his Twitter name Ongoing Nakba. For those who don't know, the Nakba was an event where Israel was basically founded as a state by pushing Palestinians out of their homes, and at that point, 75% of Palestinian people became refugees, and that's something that exists to this day, and it's increasing as this active form of settler colonialism is carried out and people are forced out of their homes or airstriked out of their homes. So yeah, and then the Palestinians organize armed resistance in response to this, and it's they're attacking us, let's airstrike more of their homes. So yeah, it's really, really terrible situation, completely created and propped up, and would be impossible without the capitalist class, the U.S. imperialist capitalist class, and originally the British capitalists as well.
It's a wholly imperialist project, and you said something that's interesting to me, that Zionists will make excuses for anything. Do you guys remember a few years ago there was a famous video of a news thing that went around with the settler who was like, well, if we're not stealing their homes, somebody else would be.
You are stealing my house.
And if I don't steal it, someone else is going to steal it.
No one is allowed to steal it, يا عمي. Jacob, you know this is not your house.
Yes, but if I go, you don't go back. So what's the problem? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
But
you're
you,
not helping.
It's
you,
easy to yell at me, but I didn't do this.
Yeah,
you
but you're not
are
helping.
stealing my house.
Right? That's insane. How do you justify it by, oh, well, somebody else would do it. I just, I had to.
Wild.